just arrived in Seoul, Korea, and we're super excited. This wasn't originally part of our plan, but we just thought we cannot visit South Korea and not visit Seoul. So buckle up, we have 48 hours and we're going to be fitting a lot in. I'm Judy.
And I'm Kevin. Welcome back to Finding Gina Marie, where we share our lives as full-time travelers and the connections we make along the way.
The high-speed train from Busan on Korean Rail was very comfortable and took 3 hours and 13 minutes to arrive in Seoul.
You take all the luggage, just carry it?
Why not?
Well, you don't often see a solar garden in a subway, but it's beautiful.
So my first thought upon arriving is that this is not what I expected. I really expected to see Tokyo Light or Tokyo Redux. And really, this is very serene and peaceful. There was some lavender growing, and with the garden we saw, I don't know, just the vibe is not what I expected. We'll see whether that's true of the whole city, but that's my first impression.
Yeah, I agree. Very peaceful, very calm, except the chaos on the subway itself. I mean, there's a lot of people. But...
Right, sure, yeah, it's crowded. We stayed at the Prima Hotel, which was in a conveniently central location in Gyeongno. It's one of the most historically and culturally rich districts in Seoul. Since we were only here for such a short amount of time, the location was ideal. Fried chicken is immensely popular in Seoul, so we decided to try out Jadam chicken. It's a lesser-known gem that's favored by locals, so we figured we'd give it a try.
So which ones were yours again? This was one of their specialties, right? Or is that the cheese one?
No, yours is the cheese one. Mine was just supposed to be like a mayo sauce.
Oh, mayo sauce.
And then it had peppers, so it was supposed to be really spicy. Spicy sweet. I don't know. Well, we'll see. This is enough for 2 people or 3 people.
Yeah,
I had no idea it was going to be so big. We were working so hard to figure out which dish I should have, when really we should have just split one, and Kevin's looks really good. Looks like a gravy option.
I know.
Ooh.
This is the mild. You got the mild.
Okay. Ooh. I'm going to tell you what. Originally, I could only taste the sweet. And it's not really spicy. I'm kind of disappointed. There is heat coming through from this.
All right.
I mean, it's an interesting kind of heat. Like, I'm really feeling it all over my tongue. Oh, I don't know. It's really good though. And it's super tender, juicy chicken.
So we thought these were more personal plates. Looks like these are party plates. This has got also something else with it other than the chicken.
Oh, rice balls, it said.
Rice balls?
This one's supposed to have black pepper and a cheese sauce on it.
Okay. Yeah, the Gouda cheese.
Gouda.
Which is why I was interested. But I think it's got some kick. Holy cow.
The color of it would lend itself to spice.
I think this is a palate expander. I'm gonna wake my palate up. Holy cow.
It said mildly but addictively spicy.
Yeah, it's pretty spicy. I mean, it's not the spiciest thing we've had, but I'm saying this is good, but it's spicy. It is. You make my nose run.
How is it compared to mine?
I think mine's a little spicier. The cheese is kind of nice. But this is a lot of food. There's no way we're getting this.
Yeah, we had no
Even
idea.
a dent in this.
It's also more of a famous place, so we didn't know. We made a mistake.
Tasty though. That was too much food. We made mistakes.
It was good for a few bites, but the sauces were heavy, and even with them being spicy, they were a little too sweet. If we weren't ready for a salad before this, we definitely were after. Seoul has a huge coffee culture here, so we are really excited to check it out.
Better than espresso. I don't know. I'm gonna fight that one.
Well, I don't know. What makes it better? That's the key.
I'm saying no right now. We'll go espresso first. We'll figure out what the better than is. And maybe try better than when I'm not so hangry for coffee. You said something yesterday that people were comparing this to
a crazy busy city, like getting off in Midtown Manhattan or something?
No, he said that it was similar to New York City with 12 cups of coffee.
Ah, okay.
It's a city that apparently never sleeps. We were up late, but we were working on an episode, so we missed the nightlife.
We did the never sleep thing, but now it's fun.
So far, I'm not getting that vibe yet, but I'm sure it's here, and
Yeah.
we just need to find it.
Yeah, maybe we're in a chill part of town, or maybe it is nightlife because we've been around more of the coffee shops and the subway stations, but it feels kind of calm and peace and peaceful and nice, and I don't know, it's not that chaotic to me yet. Maybe later.
Yeah.
All right, we missed coffee because the place we wanted to go to is closed on Sundays until afternoon, so going to the Pig in the Garden.
Yesterday we were in the mood for a salad, and now it's practically lunchtime, and
Yeah.
although we could be eating some more Korean food, we're really hungry, and we haven't had enough fresh vegetables, so here we're going.
This is gonna happen.
The salads here were filling, and there was a huge variety of them. Mine was a protein power salad, and Kevin's was Mexican inspired. The cappuccino was just okay. The green juice was really good though. So this fountain area is named after the king who created the Korean alphabet. And there's all kinds of people. This is a Sunday afternoon, and there's restaurants all surrounding the perimeter. Kids are just having a grand old time here, playing in the fountain.
Yeah, families are like, enjoy themselves. They got chairs sitting out, they're just comfortable. Pretty powerful fountains too. I saw the ones over there. They were higher than me, so. We're by the statue of Admiral Yi Sun-shin. Next to it is a huge fountain with a bunch of kids playing and a lot of nice jets, just like the smaller fountain we were near. Around the fountain, there's plenty of plaques with all the Admiral's quotes on them to inspire people.
This is named the 1223 Fountain in order to commemorate the 23 battles and the 12 warships that were led into battle that brought on the win for Korea against the Japanese invasion. The name of this palace translates to Palace Greatly Blessed by Heaven and was built in 1395. It's just a short walk from the fountains. There are a lot of people who rent traditional clothes for a visit to this palace. Changing of the guard is hourly from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
During the Joseon dynasty, the beating of a giant drum signaled the beginning of royal ceremonies.
You can pay to tour the palace, but if you just want to watch the changing of the guard, that's free.
This reenactment event takes place 4 times every day, except for Tuesday. Thank you for your cooperation.
Is this whole trip going to be just ordering things that are too big?
I don't even know. I mean, honestly, the idea of a little bit of ice cream was all I was really needing. And something like this because we were both really, really thirsty. It's a hot day. But I did not expect this to be loaded with syrup and fruit.
Yeah.
And like, this is a meal. This is dinner.
Enjoy.
We did have salads for
We did.
breakfast.
Where are we going?
To Dongdaemun.
What?
We're headed to Dongdaemun Design Center Plaza. No. We're headed to Dongdaemun.
She has no idea.
We're headed to Dongdaemun Design Plaza.
What's there? She won't tell me.
It will be a secret.
She won't tell me. I don't think she knows. Push it. Come on, you can do it. Push it. It'll move. Sure, it's moved. I saw something shake. Yeah. Even the entrances have this curve to them. The bridgeways, connectors to the buildings.
Dongdaemun Design Plaza is worth seeing because of its sleek, futuristic architecture. People have referred to it as a spaceship, and it's easy to see why. Seoul Fashion Week is held here. as well as design expos and occasional international art installations. A major event had just wrapped up before we arrived, so for the best experience, you'll want to visit when there are active exhibits.
Do you remember when these things became so popular?
Yes.
We all had little kits. Hi, Panda. He's cute. A little big for you, though.
Originally a natural stream, this area was covered over by an elevated highway in the 1950s. In the early 2000s, the city undertook a massive urban renewal project to restore the stream. Now it's a busy hub of pedestrians, there's art here to enjoy, musicians, and seating areas just to hang out and chill. It's a nice surprise with all of this water that really there are no mosquitoes. I'm not quite sure how that works, but I'll take it.
But there is some wildlife. Is that real?
Yeah.
Oh. For a second there, it looked like it's so still, it's just a statue.
We didn't come close to walking this entire 10 kilometers of this stream area, but it's been very beautiful. It's a gorgeous night.
Just walked past a man-made waterfall, which was lovely. There's a lot of people walking and sitting and just enjoying the water, and even a few joggers that are more ambitious than us.
Yeah, I think it's after 8 o'clock at night. Like, it's so beautiful that it would be a great spot to just hang out, bring a book during the day, and you can just read and have some peace and quiet.
Yeah, it's about 12 feet below street level, but there's ramps every 300, 600, 500 meters. They keep marking them, so if you need to get out, you just walk up one of the ramps. There's also crossings. There's rocks along the way where you can just walk across them. So if you want to get to the other side, no problem with that either. They did a really great job with this. Very peaceful.
Yes. And it's lit, so you don't really feel like it's dangerous. And there's so many people that I wouldn't feel
Feels very safe.
unsafe at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a light show here too at the end. That's pretty cool.
So, believe it or not, this is our last night in Asia.
What?
Our 7 months are over tomorrow.
We get to the airport, I guess it's a 9:30 or 9:40 flight, so
PM.
Yeah.
So,
that's crazy. So we started this mid-October. Japan was a wild ride, and then Vietnam was even wilder. This is just insane that we've been here this long.
I know, we really had thought maybe we'd only be in Southeast Asia for 3 months. We didn't expect that we would go to more of Asia and see everything that we did.
No, we figured we'd hit Japan and then go to Southeast Asia. We didn't know we were coming back through Taiwan. We didn't know we were going to hit South Korea either.
Well, and we also didn't expect to be in Vietnam and in Chiang Mai nearly as long as we ended up being.
It's true. Yeah, that extended it quite a bit. It's a good time. But where are we going now?
Italy.
Italy. Can't complain about that. It's been too long.
All right, let's see what you got here. You got the soup, beef soup.
Well, we
Looks-
just ordered one each of the best.
Yeah, the things she said, do these two, because they're closing in a few minutes. So,
Right.
and I got the beef noodles.
I think that's the oil.
Oh, right, the oil splashed, yeah.
Yes.
And then we got are those just peanuts?
Yeah, roasted peanuts with salt and a little bit of oil. They're actually quite good.
Yeah.
And, you know, people don't necessarily know that this is where you can find all of your utensils.
Yeah, we watched someone else at another table trying to figure out where their stuff was, but we've been doing this for long enough. We actually knew where the stuff is.
Right. So, I'll give it a taste.
All right.
Oh, it's good. It's rich.
Yeah, looks good.
The noodles will taste good, but I'll try the meat. It's a little chewy. It's very tasty.
So, first, mine's cold.
Ah, cold noodles.
Cold noodles and cold beef.
The flavor's excellent.
so I'm not going to complain. But I was not expecting. When I first put the beef in my mouth, like, what? Delicious though, and really nice noodles. Very nice texture. The oil has really nice spice, just perfect. So I'm not complaining at all. It's cold. I'm having fun. Really good dish here.
It's always good to see a city preserving things, showing them off. Busier at Seoul Station. Our local station had very little traffic. We were wondering what's going on a Monday. So
Sure.
quiet.
But still not New York City
No.
level busy.
No, we're still looking for the hustle
Or
and bustle.
Tokyo, for that matter.
Yeah, exactly.
Seoul is known for its coffee culture, so we made our way to Achasan Row Cafe Street to get caffeinated. We set out this morning to go to a part of town where we thought we would be able to see street art. It was a huge bust, but we thought that we would be killing two birds with one stone because it was supposed to be a cafe street. And we thought, oh great, we'll get coffee and it'll be like this great combination. Fail, fail, fail. But we did waste an hour trying to find the street art, waste an hour getting back to the part of town that this is in. And I don't know, I think I'm somewhat happy. It's 1:20 and this is our first bit of food.
There's the name right there on the cup in case you want to
Oh,
figure it out.
perfect. I got a cheese cranberry scone and a Valrhona hot chocolate with a marshmallow, which sounds actually pretty tasty.
And I think you've earned it after all
I
the
think
wandering and
this entire area is called street cafe area or cafe street area. So there's all kinds of quirky little places, and this is formerly some repurposed factory. And we're on the 8th floor of a building. So far, so good.
yeah. I got the strawberry scone. And of course, cafe latte. And way too long today waiting for that. How's that? Tasty?
This is really good.
Good.
I haven't had Valrhona chocolate in forever, and I can't even remember the last time I had a marshmallow, so that's kind of fun.
Yeah, you haven't had even coffee in a while. You've been drinking tea, so this
I
is
know.
really
Yes.
decadent for you.
Yes, it's all good. This is the last stop before we need to catch our plane. And so we thought it would be nice. We've seen a lot of modern areas. This is Hanok Village. It's definitely more traditional. I think at one point they were going to tear down all of the homes, but families protested and they decided to preserve it. It's very cool. You can see people wearing a traditional dress here. It's completely appropriate. It's not appropriating somebody's culture. It's a common, acceptable thing to do. And I don't know, it's very interesting to walk through.
Now, this is a residential area. It's not set up as some sort of fake village or anything like that. These are people's houses. So when you come here, you have to be quiet. You have to make sure you're going between certain hours of the day and not on Sundays. So it is a respectful area. You're just looking at their wonderful houses in their area, but you be polite. Don't leave garbage around. And it's not just a tourist area. It's people's homes.
But there also are shops, so souvenirs and that kind of thing, and definitely some snacks.
Yeah, but whenever there's tourists coming to an area, you know the shops are going to pop up. And they have.
True. In 2019, Seoul introduced 160 paths of spring flowers, stretching along more than 240 kilometers. This beautiful area, dotted with a vast assortment of flowers and benches, is along Samcheong Row, and we bumped into it between Bukchon Hanok Village and Insadong Cultural Street.
What's been nice in Seoul is we found a lot of seating in parks and just areas around here. People have the chance to relax, just outdoors, enjoy the weather. It's really pleasant.
Oh, and the Serenity, too.
Serenity now?
Serenity now.
All right, well, let's clarify. The benches are for sitting. Those are art.
So we're on our way back to our hotel and we bumped into Insadong Cultural Street. And it's interesting because this area was one of the places that I had planned to visit. But when I looked at a little more detail, it sounded like after COVID, it hadn't really picked back up, and I thought it would be a little underwhelming. We couldn't be more wrong. It's incredible looking. This was kind of a detour, but because it was so captivating, it made me want to explore down these streets. And it's a bunch of shops and restaurants, but it's cultural. There's a ton of tea shops here, and it's just really beautiful to walk around and see what's on offer.
They look like a lot of art shops too.
Oh yeah,
Just
calligraphy.
just creating things. Beautiful. Just a really nice area that was actually pretty close to our hotel that we haven't seen this whole time. About 2 days. We didn't have a lot of time here.
No, we didn't, but this is definitely worth checking out.
Before we talk about prices, we're excited to share that we've started our own absolutely free community forum that we are calling La Familia. You can ask questions about trip planning and all things related to travel there. A video with the details is linked in the description below. So what did we pay for everything? A one-way ticket Korean rail train from Busan to Seoul cost us a total of 175,212 won. To get from downtown Seoul to Incheon Airport cost 3,500 won apiece. We didn't take the express train because we weren't in a rush. We loaded 10,000 won on our T-money cards for the subway system, which was plenty for everything we needed for 2 days. It was more than enough. We happily splurged for 2 nights at the Prima Hotel Jongno for $259.78. Jadam chicken was 23,000 dong each, which was really pricey chicken, and if we'd thought about how expensive it was, we would have realized that it was enough of a serving size to feed 4 grown men. My power protein salad at Pig in the Garden was 13,900 won, and Kevin's guacamole salad was 14,900 won. Cafe latte was 4,800 won, and my green juice was 4,900 won. Yangmujang Rooftop Cafe and Pub charged $15.45 for our 2 hot drinks and scones. It's a good thing that Tayul coffee served as our dinner, because for strawberry smoothies, a croffle, 2 scoops of gelato, and 3 kinds of fruit, we paid $23.70.
With no regrets.
My beef noodle soup was 9,800 won, and Kevin's oil splash noodles were the same price, and all of the activities we enjoyed were free. Thank you so much for watching. If you aren't subscribed already, we'd love for you to do that.
And check out findingginamarie.com, where you have articles, more information about us, and our community forum.
Until next time.
Until next time.